Greetings and welcome to Dev Fireside chat. My name is Icarus and with me is Jennifer and Sean for now. Say hello.
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, Howard should be joining us shortly. Hey, so it's it's been a busy week
And I'm
here at
back.
Muse Games.
I'm
Yes.
back from a
Yes,
long
You were-
ass
Icarus is
trip.
back.
Well,
Yes.
we can start with that. Yeah, you were gone for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, about.
Yeah.
How was the weather while you were out?
Oh my god!
The hard-hitting question.
Let's go right now.
I mean, it was fucking cold. It was like at night it was like -1 or 2 degrees Celsius. And at day, if there was no sun, it was about 6, 7, and if there was a sun out, then about 12 max. But otherwise, it was fine. It was a lot of rain though.
Wait, it was 12 max?
12 max, yeah.
That seems pretty cool.
We were in the middle.
Right.
In the middle of Norway. Right. We weren't on the north nor near the Oslo, so it was great. I was doing there. I was, well, first of all, vacation. Second of all, work. Well, actually, flip that. And I was repairing bowling machines. It was fun.
I think. Did you post images of that on your social media or anywhere? Or is that just to us?
I didn't. I should.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't.
I guess I can. And I have
Yeah,
more. I actually forgot about that. I have more Pim Travel
Ooh.
pictures.
Those you have to post.
Yeah, I have some of them. I don't know how many.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
Yeah. So this week, as some of you may have seen, we had a billboard ad in Times Square. That was on the stream starting soon, and we'll have some images of that maybe a little bit later. We don't need to put them up right now. Also, was it Office Move was last week or 2 weeks ago?
Towards the beginning of the month. So
yeah,
if I remember correctly, it was last week.
So it wasn't this week.
No, it wasn't this week. It was, I think, last week.
Yeah, we did have that Office Move. We missed a fireside for it. Yeah, it was very busy, very hectic. Everyone scrambling to get everything moved to a new office space. Howard can talk more about that when he hops in. And we still have our Embr giveaway, blowtorch giveaway going. You can find information about that down in the panels below on our Twitch page. We are only streaming this to Twitch today, so all of you who are watching this, it's in the panels below. And we are currently also streaming Embr to our Steam page, which has been more successful than I think any of us really expected. It's been just great to see those numbers. And the stream last night, which was kind of an impromptu stream, we were like, hey, we can make use of this, let's do this. And we did it, and it was great. We had so much fun in that stream yesterday. Yeah, we can get a little bit deeper into some of these things. Do we have anything? Tokyo Game Show featuring is in. Yeah, it's along with Tokyo Game Show, which we are currently at. We have some images for that as well.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna pull some of those images.
And while those images are being pulled up, just want to thank everybody who stopped by our Steam page for Embr last night. A big thanks to everybody who showed up, and a big thanks to everybody who watched the stream last night. Lots and lots of you showed up, so thank you so much to everybody who stopped by, wished us well, and got that first look of Embr. So thank you to everybody. And I know some of you who were there last night are here in Twitch right now, watching us here today. So thank you so much for coming back and watching the Fireside with us here today. And when I say watching Fireside, I mean more like listening to Fireside here today. So there you go.
Right. Well, Renee's always in motion.
Oh, this is true. Renee is in motion.
But yeah, I mean, our Fireside is more of a podcast these days, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Hey, it just means that we don't feel bad if we cover the entire screen with images.
Yeah, they were quite humongous. But I guess here are the images. Boom.
Yeah, throw some of those images up.
So there's all of them.
Hit us with the good stuff here,
Oh,
Kairos.
you just put all of them up. Okay, so we've got...
Not like all of them at once. It's in the slideshow.
¿Por qué no los cuatro?
So some of these are our
Sorry,
Hey, no worries. We were just showing some of the images from the pictures from TGS, showing our booth, and I think most of them are of the booth. There's one with Pim in front of the.
Indeed, there's also the ads. Where was it?
Yeah, the Times Square ad. If you have those pictures handy.
Yeah, they're there.
We've pretty much just gotten through the intro. So whatever you want to talk about, Office Move, TGS, Steam, Embr.
Howard?
Yeah.
Me? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So, man, yeah, it's been a pretty whirlwind 2 weeks, I would say. Yeah, we did move into a new space. It's actually nicer and more importantly, cheaper. We're actually saving like quite a bit of money, and it's like actually quite a bit nicer too. I think we kind of lucked out because when we're looking for like spaces, because like the way like New York rent is like, you're supposed to like the rent's supposed to increase like every year, and then like our landlord is trying to like gouge us and whatever, really kind of, and trying to get us to pay more, and we just like decided that we don't want to afford it, and so I started looking around here because like here is actually like one place that's still like central enough for everybody to get to, because well, New York's really expensive and people generally live pretty far away. Like no one lives like around here. We're all like commute, right? So the goal is to find like a place that's like relatively affordable that we can essentially all like congregate. And then so like there are a lot of places that are pretty popular that's like commanding higher prices. They're all like more open spaces and whatever. And then this space is like the one space that's like kind of broken up into small like rooms and stuff. So like a lot of people, it's been out on the market for a few months. A lot of people didn't want it. They had no interest because it kind of have to be like the landlord didn't want to do anything. So it's like people either take it as is or pay more essentially. And so like I think we just kind of got in and just decided that okay, I guess we could make it work, because like before we're all like everybody's in the same room, and now like Alex and they're like we essentially split ourselves up into like two small rooms, and Alex got the small room because like it's like kind of his Oasis, like that's where he incubates Oasis, or he builds his planet. And so like I guess we decided that yeah, I could we can make it work. And so then we put in an offer and we got it. And then because I think they just wanted someone to move in really quickly, and we kind of had to move in really quickly because our lease is like running out, and we had no place to stay. And so yeah, it kind of worked out, and so we saved like quite a bit of money on rent, and it's like actually nicer than what we had before. As long as like we take the partitions and everything as is, and like I think some of us, like at least a good portion of people, like they wanted a partition in the first place because no one wants to hear me talking when they're working, and so it kind of worked out. And so we moved, just like me and Eli, for the most part, just like kind of carried everything over because it's only like 3 blocks away. And then like, well, the interesting thing is that like it was 3 blocks away, right? But every time I drive 3 blocks, I actually have to spend like 20 minutes because like because New York, everything is one way, right? So like I have to like go 2 avenue blocks, turn up, drive all the way back, past, our like the place I'm going, drive one more avenue block up and then turn back, and it's like it's crazy. It's like New York, and traffic and whatever. So like every trip that we take to load in some furniture takes us like 20 minutes like each way. So but then it took us about 2 days, just like haul ass. We just like got everything over, and we got everything set up like within 2 weeks, so we're back up and running. Yeah. So it's like it's been really hectic though. And then I think with Embr, it's just like just doing all kinds of like stuff to um, just to obviously just like get people to notice the game. Someone's gonna win a blowtorch. Someone, I don't know who, but someone's winning a blowtorch right now. I think we committed. I don't know how many blowtorches, but yeah, we're just giving out like every time we hit a wish list milestone. We just hit one. We're gonna give them out. I don't know if the next one like 7K or something, or 7,500 or whatever that is. So we'll just be like handing out blowtorches. We'll announce an update. Like we'll announce a winner. We'll announce our next milestone, right? And then yeah, man, people like I think for the people who want the blowtorch, who's winning the blowtorch, yeah, just like hopefully you get it. You just like send us something. Send us a video of you doing something with it, stupid but safe. And yeah, like production wise with Embr, it's like going. I mean, like the stream that Leela and Jen did in that you guys can see now, it's like it's so there's three levels, right? But then our production is obviously like a bit ahead of that. So today, I think if you guys stream again, you guys can like show off like a new level, and it has some like new like nice touches. It has all the doors are destructible now. Like well, all the doors are properly destructible now. So like when you take a axe and you hack it away, it's actually like it looks and feel like right now. It feels kind of satisfying with it, just a splinter and all that stuff like going. And then let me see, the door also vary now. So like they take different number of hits and so on. So it's a kind of a nice little touch. And then I think in the new level we have a new basically a new hazard. I'm just I'm not gonna give it away just yet, and you guys can check it out. Just wish list, man. Wish list to win blowtorches. And then I mean it's interesting because on the biz dev side, like I've been talking to a lot of different publishers and platforms about just different opportunities, and I think for the longest time, we've been like completely 100% independent everything. But this time around, like we're pretty open to talking with publishers and whatnot, and we have some interesting conversations that are going on. I mean, it's just it's interesting. Then we're talking to different platforms about like potential like deals. Okay, calm down. Like we're not talking to Epic. So people who are like whatever the war is between like the animosity between Epic and Steam, at least like that's so far we're not in it. But I would just say, hey, if Epic is interested in talking to us, I will absolutely talk to Epic. Okay, like just want to put that out there. I will talk to anybody. Yeah.
Oh, so not just Epic, just anybody, yeah?
I'll talk to anybody. If you want to throw me money, like I'll talk to you.
Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, I mean things they're going like so okay, the ad on Times Square, if you guys seen it, if you guys go to Twitter or Facebook, whatever, you would have seen that we had an ad up on Times Square, which is like crazy. But it's really fascinating how we got our ad up on Times Square. I had thought that it was a spam. Initially I was like, that's bullshit. For the price, like that's impossible. Essentially it's like, I forgot what it was, like 250 bucks or something like that. I think I paid that much for for IKEA shelf and cabinet, but
Jeez.
no, really, yeah, like
Awesome.
and yeah, it's ridiculous. And so like, okay, so just so if you guys are like interested in how it works, so basically, essentially, there is this like a billboard ad micro target platform. So essentially, they like tap into all these different ad agencies or billboard agencies who run billboards right around the city, and so they can essentially like figure out like, oh, what's up in between ads. So like if there are time slots, like if there's slivers of times in between like ad time slots, let's say, or there's just like slivers of time, they essentially like buy up these slivers of time. So it's kind of like they created their own market for themselves, right? So they buy out they essentially like sublease or whatever these slivers of ad time, like no more than like 15 seconds to say, right? Or 10 or however many seconds, just like a few seconds. Like how long did an Embr ad like run for? Is it like even 10 seconds or however, like 5 seconds or whatever that is? So they would just like basically pay like sub lease or sub pay for like these micro slivers of time slots, and then kind of run these like ads, small micro ads like in between like whatever ads. And so like for I guess like National Video Game Day, which is yesterday apparently, I didn't even know, but they're like, oh, we want to like get some game ads up there. And then we're like, okay, that sounds kind of cool. How much? Because I was expecting him to be like, oh, it's gonna cost you $5,000. So I'd be like, okay, goodbye. And he's like, oh, that price. I was like, wait, what? And then it doesn't loop like on a consistent basis. As you guys see, but then like every some minutes, when that like if there's empty times like kind of empty gap in the time slot, they could just fill it, with their inventory. And so like yeah, somehow we just got that, and then like for the national like whatever video game day, they gave us like a discount and whatever. So that's how it happened, and it's kind of ridiculous, like yeah. I mean, we definitely see, when we were there, like there's some people who walk by and just be like, "What the heck," and it's like perfect. That's like the reaction we wanted, right? So yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, wow. It's been a huge week for Embr.
Oh yeah, speaking of Embr, we got a question in chat here about controller support for Embr. We'll Guy Wonder 22 asking if we'll have full controller support or partial controller support for Embr.
We initially, like when when you guys get to play it, it will be partial, meaning that like, you guys will obviously first get to play the game on a controller in game, so I think that's what we want to do first, because I mean, right now we don't really have the UI. Like Warren's actually working on the UI right now, and so we haven't. We don't have the UI right now for for full controller support, but we will. Like I would say, definite, as in like 100% definite, that by the time we actually release, it will have full controller support. And the reason why is because, well, we obviously will be going to console, so yeah, I mean, like we want to be in early access first. Then that's kind of our plan. By early access, we may not, but by release, we will. If that answers the question. So
it's in progress then.
Yeah, it's in progress. I mean, we'll obviously because it's way easier for us to just have partial, because to support like in game, but because like the rest is just like UI UX work, right? But the good thing is that we're absolutely doing that with full controller support in mind from the start. Meaning that it will not be like Guns, where we like when we released it, we're like, oh, controller support. Okay, yeah. Oh wait, full controller support, as in the UI. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, PS4. Okay, dude, we got to do a thing. So like, we definitely learned our lesson, and for controller, yeah, I mean, the goal is to have full controller support, and we'll get there. And yeah, man, like, and I sound like a politician right now, but yeah, I mean that's kind of the plan, and we'll design the UI with that in mind, like really from day one, or this month or whatever, last month. Yeah.
I
Cool.
see.
All right. Thank you for the question, Guy Wonder 22. Hopefully that answered that for you.
All right, what else do we
Yeah.
have?
All right. Do you have the Embr ad on stream right now? If not, you just
Nope.
throw that on stream somewhere quickly.
Mm-hmm.
People can see it if they didn't see it yet. I know you've got images of it, but you also have the video.
Wait. The video that was during the
Yeah, the ad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, show the ad off.
Yep, give me a moment.
What else do we have? We have images of Tokyo Game Show, images from Tokyo Game Show running in the slideshow. Do we have news from Tokyo Game Show? I haven't directly heard how things are going there. Do you have an update for us, Howard?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Those guys, man, we've lost contact. At sea, and we have lost contact.
We'll get in touch with them and have an update.
Maybe they crashed and burned. I don't know.
Oh no.
You should you should chat. Derek. I don't know. Just like maybe just like ping them and see if they're still see what happened.
They're probably too busy fighting fires and getting more people to respond to them right now. Is what they're doing.
No, it's supposed to be like 2 a.m. now.
Oh,
yeah.
Nonsense. Fires could start at any time of the day.
It is. Well, it's
Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't know time zones exactly, but it's pretty early in the morning. All right, so no news there. No news is good news, right?
I see.
Like, when your kids are in school, no news is good news, right? But in this case, no news may not be good news. So
the horse ad on a billboard in Embr.
What horse ad?
What horse ad?
I have many questions.
No. Yeah, if someone paid attention, you guys didn't notice the horse ad. Go check out the video, the stream, like the Twitter stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
You know what though?
That took a minute.
I'm lost.
Yes, we have if you notice, like in a lot of places that are burning in Embr, their billboards, we have spaces in Embr for the horse ad. So if they did the ad in Times Square. If they want additional ads, like some of the Embr billboards, yeah. If they want to be an Embr affiliate, then absolutely.
I looked at that the first time. I was like, what the heck is this?
I know, as long as people pay us money, I don't give a damn what cause, people want to support, dude. You pay us, we put it up, If you want to save wild horses, I didn't even know that wild horses existed anymore, but dude, if you want to save wild horses, that's your cause, I'm down.
Let's see, question. I signed up for alpha beta testing. I'm very anxious to play it. Can I ask how long before I hear back about getting a key to play? We're looking to start rolling out closed alpha access very soon. But it will be very limited, especially at first. So I can't give an ETA on you specifically. But
so I think initially, we'll just like pick hopefully like pick a few so the idea is like to have a few people at the start. So essentially, like what our plan is is that starting next Sunday, I believe, or next Monday, we will start inviting people in, and then kind of gradually expand along the way and just run sessions with people on a regular basis. Initially, I think it was going to be really small. Probably just be a few people, actually, and then we'll gradually expand it. And the reason why, there are a number of reasons why we need to do that. One is that the build is still a little bit manual, meaning that the UI obviously we're working on now, and then we want to try to stream the experience as well, and so we want to work with people to coordinate that. And one of the bigger reasons is that our build distribution is just not, it's really manual right now. So we basically are just giving people build files right now, and there's no we don't really have any build protection on the build, so we or DRM, I'm sorry, on the build. So it's really manual. I think so. When we are not just scrambling to actually kind of be on track production wise, pretty soon we are going to obviously build with just build a Steam depot to basically essentially have build distribution through Steam. And once we do that, then it'll be way easier because we can just start getting Steam keys and start getting it to people and whatever to expand that. And I think we're looking at the early to mid October to be able to do that, and by that time we should be able to start ramping stuff up. And I think the timing is good because our UI at least, and some of the the VFX and sounds and whatever will be will be there. That's kind of our target, and so that will be the timeline where we'll get more people in. So if you don't get in right away, just don't worry. Of course we want to get you guys to play. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it, but it'll take us a bit to just set everything up and just for the build to be there. So hopefully when if you're not in say next week or next week, then hopefully by the time you get the build, it will be it will have better sounds, it will have cooler effects, you have more levels and so on. You just have more stuff and UI and all that stuff.
All right.
Yes.
Let's see.
Do we have
go ahead.
anything else?
I think that's covered everything, at least everything I mentioned at the top of the hour.
I see.
Yeah, we are looking to put some more content on our Steam stream throughout this weekend. So we will post announcements when that happens. But for now, we are just looping the stuff we did last night. If you missed it last night, go to our Steam page. You can see it. And don't forget to sign up for the Embr Torch giveaway. If you have, you can find the link down in the panels below on Twitch stream. Favorite incense scent?
That is what?
I mean, for me, favorite incense scent is I don't know what the scent is to describe it, but it's the incense, the scent that they use in Buddhist temples. I think just because maybe as an Asian kid, right? When I was younger, I would go with relatives to Buddhist temples and stuff. And I think that, I think because a lot of your olfactory taste, they form that, I don't know, memory, you form a bond with it when you're little. So I think I would say, yeah, just whatever that scent is probably my favorite, just because, you sort of grew up around it. It's always kind of part of your life or your culture or like family. So it's kind of like some food, right? Like I think you just something that you're really familiar with. Yeah.
I don't know what incense scent I have. I mean, okay, my English is various right now. I never burned an incense scent, so I don't have a favorite.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I smelled or used incense.
I'm not even going
It's been a very long time.
churches or anything, so.
We got another question in chat here. If you could be an anime character, which one would you be? Not all at once now.
Does Akira count? Does that count?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because movie, so yes.
Heck yeah.
Counts.
Is Steven Universe an anime?
Oh, don't go down that road. We know we'll never get back out that side of the. Don't go there. We all know what the follow up to that question is. Now another question in chat: who's in charge of the Muse Games Street team? If there's not a Muse Games Street team, how do we make one?
Wait, Muse Games Street team?
I think they're talking about much like a notification team, like some other people have. I don't know.
Wait, you say street team? I think like I give you a stack of, I give you like a bushel of flyers, and you just like go around and just like throw flyers around.
So basically, what you're saying is this is how you prevent fires. Don't let these hit the ground. Here, take one.
Follow-up question.
Doesn't hit the ground.
Exactly.
Follow-up question from the same person. Also, what is a Muse Games Street team? They also said they would like to represent Muse at the Olympics.
If you represent Muse at the Olympics, yes, man, you just be holding up like big Embr signs. Just be like, yeah.
I want Embr now to be the official mascot of the Olympics. Can we make that happen?
Yeah, Flip.
We have there's a freaking Olympic torch. Why don't we have them?
If there's like an Olympic torch mascot submission, I want to be a part of that.
The most lit Olympics ever. I'll see myself out now.
I'm imagining Granny carrying the torch.
Damn straight. Flint apparently needs to be a plushie already. Says Toasty Chris.
It says, Howard, that I agree. But dude, we still have like drawers full of like pin plushies that that I am really interested in giving out. I feel like we should like deplete our like pin plushie inventory up to a point and then consider like Flint plushie.
I assume this is. Oh, go ahead.
This one's seen Norway. This one.
I assume. Which one? Oh, how many do you have? Oh, okay. I thought you
only
threw
this
two.
one.
I thought you threw two. I assume this is cost prohibitive, but have we considered making like little Embr jackets to put on the pin plushies?
Oh man. You know what? Like, why do you want to like even create a new Embr jacket? You just light the pin plushie like jacket on fire, and then you have your Embr jacket. I know, but you have your Embr jacket on pin.
I'll just spray paint it red.
That's true. You could do that. It's like we're responders now. We got to improvise. Anything can happen on a client side.
Embr Muse Games street jackets for our international campaign of arson to increase awareness. No. No. I really should have read that before I read it out loud.
No.
No.
You have been quoted.
No, we're just gonna throw. Speaking of anime, we're just gonna throw the anime X up right now.
No, so anonymous source at Muse says, yeah, actually, you know what? By all means, whatever you can do to generate, social media, like, following and just like, viral content, just by all means. But that's from an anonymous source, though. We don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Totally anonymous.
Do not endorse setting fires.
Please don't.
Especially the things you don't own.
Don't set fires, folks. Don't streak at your local football match. Don't do any of that stuff.
The thing is that
please don't.
You have a blowtorch coming your way now. You do want to set fires, but just be safe about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do want to set fires. Otherwise, why would you get a blowtorch for?
When you say
show it off to your friends and say, "Hey, I got a blowtorch. Where's your blowtorch?"
Let me show you.
If I get a blowtorch right now, like I would definitely be like experimenting on stuff. I'll be like, the glass on the door or the window is just like, ooh,
Let me show you how can you use the blowtorch. Hold on.
You use the blowtorch on a knife and see what the knife can cut through. That was a thing, right? What are you showing us?
I need to fetch it.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Any other questions?
I actually didn't answer the question about favorite anime character.
Oh, go ahead. Go for it.
So there's two options for me. If I would to say, I guess like I created my own, not anime character, but like something sort of like that. I have one of my own, but if I was an anime character except for my own, what would I be? That's a
that's a cliffhanger.
So we gotta wait for it to show up on stream or something.
Yeah, we're just dying with suspense. And
just throw that.
You know what? I'll need to think about it. You'll tune in next time on Fireside.
You're dying to answer that question, and then.
Icarus secretly deal all along.
Find out next time on Fireside Z, and you'll know. Wait, so here's what you can use blowtorch for. Blowtorch.
Is this after 6 hours of powering up the blowtorch? Six episodes, I mean.
Sure.
You thought it was Renee.
God damn it, that's huge. Jesus.
We're going multi-level with that JoJo reference at this point.
Hold on. The stream is broken.
What is this?
No, wait. This.
Oh no.
This is what you can
still waiting
use.
for things to happen.
This is blowtorch use right here. Breakfast. No, that's not breakfast. That's
lunch.
That's
lunch. Okay.
Hamburgers.
Question: can we have the old Embr office as a level in the game, please?
Isn't there?
I think they're referring to the old Muse office.
Yeah, the old Muse office.
It's really easy. It's just a box.
It's just a box.
Oh,
no, really.
So it wouldn't be a very interesting level. Is that?
No, office. It's just a rectangular box. Like it's just like a box that fits like maybe like 10 people. That's it.
So you got 10 people in there, and you got to save them all.
Yeah,
but every time you come back up the buildings, the fire is
so like so I think what we could do just like it's an empty box, yes, and then it has like 10 people in there, yes, well like 9 people or however many, like and you basically just have to save them in like say co-op only, you have to save them in like 20 seconds.
Oof, wow.
Just
right, that'd be
chucking them one by one out the window.
Oh yeah. Just have the extraction zone is just right there, so you just throw them. You gotta land them, or you lose.
That would be like the tutorial mission, I think.
I see.
Pretty cool. Like it's a really simple, easy level. You can go up the stairs and throw them out the window. Gotta throw them on a squid. All right. people really want Guns of Icarus ships in Embr.
I mean, you know,
like actually be in battle and putting out fire from parts.
we need that. We I mean, you know, we've already had demonstrations of that, such as the what was it? That picture of Guns of Icarus as an Embr Simulator proved me wrong, and then we had Embr Simulator in Guns of Icarus during the Dev Games. So I mean,
that's like next level cross promotional branding.
But like
Yeah,
be a
kind of the
boss ship, because that's a lot of parts and a lot of fires.
who's to say we can't have like an Embr jacket or something like that in Guns of Icarus? Because that would be kind of cool. Or a hat.
I thought that's
Just a hat with fire. Just a hat with fire. Nothing else. Just fire.
No, I thought that's happening, isn't it? Isn't Richard doing a thing?
Sorry?
I think Richard's doing a thing actually. Right?
Yeah, Richard is working on at least a figurehead.
Yeah, he's doing stuff.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, a hat that's fire would be fantastic.
Yeah. He got a little bit behind on all that stuff because he was out of his house during the hurricane. But I think he's just about back on track now.
Fury Sage 22 saying Guns of Icarus Online is like Embr with engines and a balloon.
What about the
well, but you're missing like the most important part, which are like, you know, which are
foot toilets?
Clients, yes, exactly. Clients you can toss around. Stuff that you can actually break. You know? Yeah. Places you can actually, we can actually jump off without having to respawn. You know, like basically all the things that like you wish you had in Guns, but we never did, and now we do.
Oh, we've got grappling hook. Well, see, that's what you just put you could have like 2 or 3 ships in a level, and there's no walkway between them, so you have to grapple between them.
Essentially, it's like, oh, you know, where's my grappling hook? Where's my guy? Why do I have to respawn on the ship every time I jump off? You know, why can't I just break stuff? We just didn't put it in. We just didn't put it in the right game. That's all.
Be careful! The entire ship is breakable, so don't take straight down.
It's like we had all the regrets. Like, why couldn't we just break the ship? Damn it! Why couldn't you just hack your teammates or like, you know, whatever? Why couldn't you just hit stuff and break everything? Why couldn't you just jump off? God, like all the stuff that, you know, we wish we have done. Now we're doing it, but just not in Guns. That's all.
Hey, Minecraft is big again. Can we make an Embr-esque level in Minecraft? It'll be like you just have a fire that starts on one ship, and then you have to build your way over. Save some horses or something. I don't know. I don't know what you save in Minecraft.
CreaVures walking around trying to explode the horses.
Oh man, saving the horses is gonna be.
And we just have a sign. And we just have an ad outside that says that, you know, the horse ad.
When you look at their Twitter, they have, you know, 5-something K following, dude. It's like, what? Dude, apparently it's you know, it's a cause that at least 5K people are like invested in, you know? It's a thing.
Yeah. Are Minecraft adventure or challenge maps still a thing? I know they were 9 years ago when I played Minecraft, but
I played it when it was in alpha, and after that, nothing.
I've maybe played it for 2 hours total lifetime and was like, not my cup of tea.
Fair enough. I only really enjoyed it with mods. I always found vanilla pretty boring.
I see. Is there anything else?
Oh, I had a question. Are things going well at Tokyo Game Show? We don't know. I'm gonna check in and make sure they're okay.
I have no idea whether like, Derek and CS have passed out already, or there's like a ton of people, or there are no people, or if they tripped over themselves, if the booth was on fire, if like there's electrical outage, or there's a typhoon. I have no idea.
Are you saying they're having a real life Embr simulator going on right now? Because let's not go there.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. They haven't posted anything or communicated with us, so we're as much in the dark as you are.
Question in chat. Oh, sorry.
No radio contact communication whatsoever.
Yeah. Question in chat. Would we consider Embr for virtual reality?
Good question. I mean, I think I wouldn't say that's high priority. We honestly just on a serious note, yeah, it's possible, but we're not. It's not something that we right now is high on our to-dos. Obviously we got it. We was hustling to get the game to where we were on it on a pretty aggressive timeline. In the platform beyond PC, we're actually talking with a few different platforms just to support them. I mean, I think right now it's a very interesting time, right? Because in addition to PC and sort of the your traditional, I guess, or the current console paradigm of just say PS, Xbox, and Switch. There are other platforms coming online, whether it be Stadia or whatever, right? Different streaming services and things like that. There are actually quite a few possibilities for us that to explore and look at right now. And also with console, it's kind of we're going into transition, a transition period now, right? With just looking at Sony and Microsoft, for example, Xbox One or PS4, they're basically in their long tail now. They're sort of they haven't announced a really precise timeline yet, but they're transitioning to a new generation as well. So we're kind of in this in between phase, right? And potentially we may need to support both PS4 and PS5 or whatever how they name it. And so just supporting the different platforms and exploring these opportunities is already pretty, for cross-platform development, it's already pretty big in scope potentially. So VR right now, it isn't our biggest focus, but it is, if we can get there, I think it'll be fun to play with, especially with Embr. It'll be fun to play around with for VR, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, it's not something that it's a top priority for us right now though.
If I can just a follow-up thought to that, when I think VR, the biggest draw for me is you have your controllers and you can aim, especially in Embr, you could aim your fire hose or whatever, or actually swing your arm for the axe or that kind of thing. That same thing would be really cool on Nintendo Switch as well. With the motion controls, swinging the axe.
That I think for sure. I think that is actually easier to make happen. I mean, okay, making Joy-Con motion to happen in a really good clip, as we have learned from experience, it's not easy. It's actually it's not easy at all, but it is something that we have experience doing, right? We have a lot of experience doing it, actually. So yeah, it will be actually really fun, actually, because a part of the core mechanic was inspired by, say, Brave Firefighter, right? And if you play the arcade game, it's it is really you're holding a physical hose and then you're spraying your hose around, right? It's that feeling. And so I think that with the Switch, it is cool to be able to try to, recreate that feeling, which is kind of like, one of our core inspirations. Um, but with Nintendo, it's going to be like a different issue, which is really actually just optimizing for performance, because like the Switch isn't as powerful of a platform, and we use a lot of like fluid, like fire dynamics. So yeah.
I see.
All right, we're coming down to the last 10 minutes. Any final questions before we wrap?
Ask them now or be silent forever.
Would you consider a wheelchair character, either motor wheelchair or a manual wheelchair?
For player character or for?
Yeah, I assume. Or yeah, maybe either. I remember Overcooked had a wheelchair character. Yeah.
Like we didn't plan for that, but I mean that could be interesting. I mean, we're equal opportunity, satirists in this game. Like I think the goal really is to make fun of like everybody. It's like just like punch up, punch down, punch in. We're like basically essentially it's like, we make fun of the people in the gig economy, the people like the clients. We're gonna make fun of the corporations, and we're gonna make fun of like like we're gonna try to make fun of like everything. So obviously everything's in a in a tongue-in-cheek way, and we don't want to like beat people over the head with some messaging, with some message. But yeah, we do want to make fun of everything. So yeah, I mean, we're down for that part. I mean, we haven't planned for a character like that yet, but I think it could be kind of funny.
Okay. Yeah, they say they are in a motorized wheelchair, and it would be fun.
Yeah, and if we don't get to your question here today, if you have any questions for us later, you can always join our Discord servers. We have many of our team in those official Discord servers, like the Embr Discord server, Hamsterdam, and all of our games. If you look underneath the live stream, all the links are there to our Discords. You can check out our Twitter pages and whatnot as well. And you can also email us at feedback@musegames.com if you have any questions or would like to send us your suggestions as well. We love seeing those suggestions. So if you have any ideas, have any questions, whatnot, feel free. Let us know. Let us know what you've got on your mind. And we'll be more than happy to respond to that. But let us know. Yeah, and thank you for everybody for all your wonderful questions here today.
Will Embr feature animals? Do you mean animals to rescue? Animals just wandering around? Or do you mean animals that just want to...
Okay, so horses, fucking horses. Wild horses, okay? No saddles, okay? Like, we had extensive conversations about it. Right now, there are none. But, be on the lookout though, because we definitely talked about that at various points, and then obviously the follow-up question would be like, what can you hurt the animals? And so we have a really definite conclusion, which is no. You can do whatever with the responders and clients or whatever, but the animals won't be hurt. They like they might just run away or whatever, but they generally, you generally can't hurt the animals.
Nothing would all be attacked by angry ducks.
Yeah, exactly. Because like with people, just like whatever, right? But it's like I'm not gonna doing something to someone else's pet. No, that's crossing.
Yeah. Just to have a cat where you only like set it down or gently, or if you throw it, it always lands on its feet. That's fine.
Yeah. That so stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
Dodging running horses.
That's like running of the bulls simulator or something. Like,
listen, you don't want to piss off cats. I mean, Twitch does is
Yeah. No.
Don't piss off cats.
That'd be nice.
That's a line.
We might as well make like wild horse simulator. It's just like just horse running. You're a horse and you're running wild in the streets.
Oh man, quit horsing around.
Toasty says they're thinking save cats from trees and perhaps have a fire dog to help aid you.
Yeah, that is cool. That gets into this, like, firemen saving cats from the trees, whatever, right? Like, that is like an awesome trope. And how we're going to enact that is something that we ourselves are like terming it the amorality system. Um, which I guess I can explain in more depth since we only have 3 minutes left.
Yeah, we're coming up right on the.
But I can explain in more depth. We actually just spec that out, completely, and I think it's pretty cool. So it's basically whether you choose to be a good Samaritan and return valuables or whatever your clients want saving or not. And sort of the potential, like, positive in basically just whatever the impact is on gameplay or the fallout is on gameplay. So I think that rescuing a cat from an old lady, like at an old lady's request, I think it fits like perfectly into that system. But yeah.
Cool.
So we have 3 minutes until the top of the hour. If you
Yeah,
have
we
any
should probably
questions,
wrap up
speak them
here.
now or be silent.
Nothing rather.
I mean, it could happen. It could happen.
Yeah,
we'll
when
take
they-
one last question from chat here, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
One last question.
When they first said animals, I just thought of, again, like Overcooked, because a lot of the characters are animals. I was like, I don't quite know if that would fit in Embr.
One last question from Twitch chat to take us out. Let's see. They're asking in chat, can you make Kairos sing Danger Zone from Top Gun?
That's gonna haunt my dreams for like all
Danger
for
Zone.
the rest.
Hold on, which one is that?
That's from Top Gun.
If you don't already know
Tom
it,
Cruise.
I'm gonna say that's a no for now.
That's probably a very no from Kairos for now. Maybe next week. Maybe next week on Fireside Chat Z.
We'll open with it, I think.
Oh man, we can have Kairos record it.
You
And
want
then
me?
that would be part of the intro. Or something.
So you want me to sing Danger Zone? Well, I know next time on Fireside Z.
I don't know if they're ready for Danger Zone.
It'll be fun. And with that, we're going to end this Fireside. So thanks everyone for watching. Have any final thoughts?
Go check out our Embr store
Yeah.
page, and if you're we are. We had so many people visit us over there. Thank you so much for those of you who watched, and maybe we'll have some more content for you sometime in the near future. And don't forget to wishlist Embr. Yes, wishlist Embr and enter the Blowtorch giveaway. Yes,
And
information
with
right
that-
underneath the live stream.
All right,
And-
thanks for coming, everyone.
And with that, we are signing out. Have a good one. Take care. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.